Good morning, Pastor Lisa here. I just wanted to share with you this week's devotional. I had the privilege of preaching this past Sunday, and I used a passage from Matthew 14:13 to 21. So those of you who are familiar with the Bible know that's probably the feeding of the thousands that Jesus does. But I wanted to share with you something I noticed this time. So often I focus on Jesus creating so much out of nothing, putting the bread up to God and blessing it and passing it out and having so much to pass out that they end up with 12 baskets left over. And how cool is that story? But I noticed something this time through Scripture speaks to you, different ways in different places. This little bit, and I want to share this with you. When Jesus heard about John, he withdrew in a boat to a deserted place by himself. When the crowds learned this, they followed him out on foot from the cities. When Jesus arrived and saw a large crowd, he had compassion for them, and he healed those who were sick. So I want to hold on to Jesus' compassion. We know he cried when Lazarus died. We know that he weeps for us, that he has compassion for us. And so here he's just learned this horrible news that his relative John has been beheaded by Herod, and he just needs a few minutes to get away. But the crowd is there. And even though he spends days and days being pressed in on by everyone, people touching him all the time and people commanding his attention, he doesn't shun them, he doesn't turn them away, he doesn't reprimand them. He has compassion for them. And compassion, the word in Greek, is a sense of feeling sick to your stomach. So that kind of worry, that kind of care for somebody. And I wanted to kind of challenge us because Jesus' compassion always turns into action. He heals, he teaches, he leads. And so what can we do? What can we do when we get that feeling, that sense of, I'm sick to my stomach that a child doesn't have a meal? Or I feel sick to my stomach that this poor person is in the hospital and they have a family at home that needs them, or whatever your passion is. How does that passion and compassion lead you to do something this week? And understand, it doesn't have to be a big something, does it? You don't have to save the world, but you are called to do something. That feeling in your stomach, that sense of urgency, that's the way Jesus feels about us. And how can we show that to other people? We don't ever even need to say the word Jesus, the name Jesus, to show people Jesus' compassion for them. So how can we do that this week in our situation, in our little settings? I hope you'll go out and find what makes you feel sick to your stomach and find a way to fix it. Compassion in action. Blessings on you.